Hey there, VCE HHD students. My name's Andy. I'm a VCE Health and Human Development teacher. In this short video, we're going to look at what are the different types of mortality in VCE HHD. Before we dive into this video, just a reminder, there's a range of different ways you can engage with the Health Resources Hub. We've got our YouTube channel, which has got over 100 content videos, SAC and exam tips, and more videos will be coming up each week during the school term this year. If you're on YouTube, you can subscribe with the button in the bottom corner of the video there to get alerts to all those new videos that are coming out and also get access to the current ones. We've also got our website, hrh.net.au, where there's opportunities for teachers and students. So you can sign up to our free student newsletter if you're a Unit 3 and 4 student by heading to our website and just scrolling to the bottom. There's a form available there. You can also see our social media links there if you'd like to follow us and get alerts to our new videos as well as other opportunities, and also our email down the bottom there if you'd like to get in touch. So this video is focusing on the different types of mortality in VCE HHD. So mortality is referring to death or levels of death within a population. Often mortality is associated with a particular condition, so it could be looking at the mortality associated with cardiovascular disease, or it might be just looking at levels of mortality within a population at a more general level and not associated with one particular type of condition. And so you can see there, particularly for Units 3 and 4 HHD, there's 3 different types of mortality you need to be across. So under 5 mortality, sometimes referred to under 5 mortality rate, is the number of deaths of children under 5 years of age, and that's often measured per 1,000 live births. And then you've got maternal mortality. So it's important not to get this confused with the death of a child. This is really focusing on the death of the mother during pregnancy, childbirth, or within 6 weeks of delivery. And that's often measured per 100,000 women who give birth or per 100,000 live births. And then finally, you've got infant mortality. So the number of deaths of infants between birth and their first birthday, and that's often measured per 1,000 live births. And so these are all examples of health status indicators that are associated with mortality. So if there is a question in an assessment that asks you about something that can impact on health status, then you could reference these if they are relevant. So there's often different types of ways that mortality might be represented in graphs and tables, so we'll just have a look at a couple of those. So this one here sometimes can be a bit confusing, but this is looking at the leading causes of death among 15 to 24-year-olds across 2017 and 2019. And you'll see up the top there, they've got a range of different conditions that are color-coded, and they are linked down to the information in the graph below. So this is what's sometimes referred to as a stacked bar graph, and so you can see on the y-axis you've got your males, females, and then the combination of both for young people, and then along the x-axis you've got the deaths per 100,000 young people. So it's really important to refer to that units when stating data or information from this particular graph. So if we're going to focus on, say, the injuries including drowning for females, then the way that you would read this graph is to look at that section there that is associated with that particular color up in the key, and then read down off the x-axis. So that would be approximately 13 deaths per 100,000 females associated with injuries including drowning. But then if you're going to look at the purple section, which is associated with all cancers, you only need to focus on the width of this section here. So by looking at the x-axis here, that would be approximately 3. So that would be approximately 3 deaths per 100,000 for females associated with all cancers. So don't get that confused with trying to focus on everything that is underneath, also the purple color there. It's only just focusing on the width of that section. And that's obviously then so on and so forth for the width of these sections associated with these other conditions. This is another graph which is slightly different. So here we're looking at the death rates for, once again, 15 to 24-year-olds, but this is from 1999 to 2019. And so on the y-axis here, it's once again deaths per 100,000 young people. However, along the x-axis, you've got the years. And then up here, this is telling you the colors that are associated with those different lines on the graph. So for example, if you are looking at males 20 to 24 years and in 2003, then that would be approximately, say, 90 deaths per 100,000 young people. So this is obviously slightly different from the graph before. So make sure that you have a look at a range of different ways that data might be represented in perhaps your textbook or other sources that you've been given, so that you are confident when quoting that if you come up against these kinds of things in HHD assessments. A reminder, here's the different ways you can engage with the Health Resources Hub. Thanks so much.